Hello, friends. Welcome to Amber Inc. My name is Amber Hush. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to come to you with an update on a little situation that recently happened to me. I wanted to bring it to your attention in case there's anyone who is experiencing this same thing. This is a new problem for me, but it is an issue that I realize keeps happening more and more frequently to others. So if you read the title, then you already know what I'm talking about. Getting suspended from Instagram. Yes, I got suspended from Instagram, and not just suspended from Instagram, but suspended for the second time in less than 5 days. Like, wow. I mean, I had just gotten out of Instagram jail, okay? I paid my bonds. I did my time, all right? I sat in a corner and minded my business while I was in there, okay? I did all of that, all right? And so I just got busted out, okay? Now they want to throw me back in there the following day. The very next day. Like, what is going on in the world? Can I just run my business and promote it on the gram like everybody else? Can I do that? Well, seeing as that happened, by the way, this is my first time getting suspended from any social media platform. I have never been suspended before. Not on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, not any of those. And I've been using social media for years with both personal and professional accounts. I've used Instagram actually for probably the last 5, 6, 7 years or so, okay? So if this can happen to me, then I know it can happen to anybody. It can happen to any Sally, Sam, or Sue out there. So as I said, I've been using Instagram for, it has to be 6 or 7 years with no issues. So getting suspended was a little bit of a shocker for me, for sure. However, I know that there are some people who end up in Facebook jail all the time or Instagram jail all the time for various reasons, all right? This is usually because the behavior on these platforms violates one of their community guidelines. But I like to be responsible with my accounts. I try not to do anything too spammy, even though I'm posting daily. It's really important to post daily, obviously, especially if you're promoting a business. You absolutely want to make sure that you are in front of as many eyes as possible. So regular activity is certainly a good thing. But in that, you do have to be careful and you have to be considerate of your audience. You want to be mindful not to post too much of the same kind of content. 6 times a day of the same video or post modified 6 different ways is not the best way to serve potential customers or clients. Not at all. Comment below what kind of business you're in and how often you get around to posting. Next to having too much of the same kind of content, you'll also want to reconsider subject matter that may be considered super controversial. I'm not going to talk about what should be considered controversial. I'm not going to step into that little pool, okay, because everyone's idea of controversy is different. But I would generally suggest that you use the internet the same way that you would live your life. Personally, I talk about the things that I would normally talk about. Everyone's not going to like everything that you have to say, but do try not, like zippity doo dah. You can hear the cars zipping up and down the street. They don't care about personally offending people at 12 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's not going to like everything that you have to do or say, but I try not to do anything that's going to be purposefully offensive to people. As they say, the way that you do anything is the way that you do everything. So I certainly try not to intentionally offend people, whether I'm creating something online or whether I'm talking to people in real life. That's really important to keep in mind, especially on social media, because you could be violating community guidelines without even trying. The last thing, and it might seem obvious, is to avoid adding too many hashtags to your posts. This is not just annoying for your readers, it's not just spammy, but Instagram really frowns upon it. I'll tell you why in just a moment. So with all of that said, I certainly was perplexed as to why they would find anything that I was doing on Instagram to be suspendable. Suspensionable? Suspendable. Suspensionable. I don't know. Now, I am aware that I'm using a pretty new account this time around. So while I've been on Instagram for several years, my new account at Amber Inc. is actually less than a month old. This is because Amber Inc. as a business is less than a month old. I've been doing business consulting and advising people, quite honestly, for years. However, it wasn't until recently that I decided that I should really organize this activity of helping others get into a business so that I can reach more people. I mean, I'm always talking to family and friends and people that I meet at the post office and at the bus stop and the supermarket and really everywhere I go. I talk to people about entrepreneurship and about business development and business growth all the time. So it only made sense for me to organize formally this into a real business where I could reach more people more often and where we could all come together and create more ideas together. Hit the like button if this video reached you, right? So with a new business comes new channels for promotion and audience reach. I opened a new Instagram account, Facebook page, TikTok account, YouTube channel, like the whole shebang. As I said, you want eyes on your business, and that requires presence. Think of it as being a new business on a neighborhood block. You can have as awesome a product line as you want. You can have as beautiful a storefront as you would like. But nobody's going to be checking for you if the lights are never on, if the door is always locked, the shades are drawn, the gate is always rolled down. You need to be present. For social media, you need to be in the virtual building, so to speak. So my new IG account is a professional account linked to my personal account for posterity reasons. It's not a business account, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. I use it almost every day. I post to my feed, create reels, add to my stories. As I said, regular, consistent activity on any social media page or platform is super important to the health of your business. It's key to making sure that your brand stays relevant. This is also a reason why you want to use professional accounts as opposed to business accounts. When you sign up a new username, Instagram will ask you if you would like to convert your account to a professional account or business account. They suggest that professional accounts are for people that are content creators or influencers, but it's not just that. If you are a business and you don't consider yourself a content creator, but you're using Instagram to promote your business, guess what? You are a content creator. Okay, drop in the comments below. I am a content creator. You're creating content in order to promote your business. So a professional account is for you. When you choose a business account, it's more like choosing a listing. So think of like a digital white pages book, right? Not the yellow pages, but the white pages. That's where the businesses were listed. It's kind of like that. It's saying that you're here. You have an established business page where people can visit, check out your address. Customers can map or track your business by its location, and all of that is great. However, with a professional account, you just have more access, and there are very few disadvantages. According to Meta, which as we know, Instagram and Facebook are owned by the same parent company, which is now called Meta, formerly called Facebook. When you convert your account to a professional account, it will limit your ability to take certain actions on Instagram. For example, if you link a Facebook page to your professional account, you'll only be able to share your Instagram post to Facebook through that page. You won't be able to share it to another Facebook page or another profile, and that's fine. Sharing it would just, or sharing it further would just take an extra step through the Facebook platform itself. Also, business accounts can't be set to private, whereas professional accounts can. And honestly, you should not have your business or company profile page set to private anyway. I just don't personally understand that. I don't know why you would have a business account that can't be found. Maybe it's not the kind of business that you want people finding so easily, but if you have a business and you're using social media, the entire purpose of that is to promote your business. If your account is set to private, no one's going to know about your account unless you promote it directly to them. So this might be an angle if you're looking to build some kind of premium exclusivity, but if that doesn't apply to your business, keep your page public. Again, I don't know why, or I don't know what people's reasons might include, but why would you want to keep your business a secret? It's so funny. I actually heard someone ask about business accounts that are set to private, like, who are you hiding from? Money? Customers? I mean, it just doesn't make sense in a realistic aspect. And if you're doing something that you don't want people finding out about, please, okay, continue to follow pages like this, follow other business pages and entrepreneurial education pages here on YouTube and on Instagram and wherever else, okay, because we're here to help coach entrepreneurs. You can find a legitimate business that can work for you. Ideally, it will be one that you won't want to hide on Instagram or anywhere else. In fact, hit the like button and share with a friend so more people can find channels like mine and build the confidence in building their dream business. Now, also, according to Meta, you may need to convert your Instagram professional account to link to any Facebook page. Basically, they're trying to push you into registering and linking to Facebook pages, but we're not really as interested in that. Ultimately, the important thing to understand about the professional versus business account is that you just have more flexibility. Plus, I believe, and I don't have the data at the moment to support this yet, but I personally believe that Instagram is certainly more interested in promoting professional accounts. I believe that they will more actively promote your professional account as opposed to just a standard one or even a business account. I mean, think about it. Eventually, Instagram will encourage you to boost your posts by running targeted ad campaigns. A professional social media user is certainly more likely to pay for advertising than an average consumer. Instagram knows this, so they will mind the business that pays them. This works to your benefit, so continue to influence the algorithm in your favor to get greater and greater chances of exposure. A major component of influencing the algorithm is regular posting. To summarize what I said earlier, consistent content is key. On any social media platform that you use, you want to be posting photos, videos, inspiring thoughts, just generally captivating content every day as many times per day as possible. This sounds like a lot, but the reason you need so much content, especially initially, is because you're always looking to engage an audience. In the beginning, you're building an audience, then maintaining and building, then retaining and building. In any stage, you're constantly engaging your audience. You don't want to keep offering the same content to them because it gets stale after a while. Imagine if your favorite TV show reproduced the same episode every week and just aired it as a new episode every single week, okay? Some of you already know what that's like. And it's not nice, okay? I will name no names, all right? You can let me know below the first show that came to your mind when I said that. But the point is, you want to keep it fresh. You want to keep up on hot items and new themes that the platform is introducing and promoting. For example, Instagram is really jumping on Reels right now. Why? Because they want to compete with TikTok and take back that share of the short format video market, okay? The same one that they snatched from Vine, okay? Turnabout is fair play, as they say. But they are not only encouraging users to post Reels, but they're also paying you to do it. They have an entire budget earmarked for payments up to $35,000 a month for standard and professional users, okay, to produce Reels for the platform. So yes, Instagram will pay you to post videos under 90 seconds to their platform. We'll cover more on Reel ideas and fresh content creation in another video. For now, take that and run with it, friends. So you might be saying, what makes a Reel? What are Reels? Reels are any type of video posted to Instagram, whether it's shot live or uploaded from your phone's camera roll. They can be anywhere from 0 seconds, not zero, but from a few seconds up to 90 seconds long, but your best bet is in the area between 15 and 60 seconds. They display just like Instagram stories, except that they post to your main feed and to Instagram's own Reels page. So I was taking advantage of this promotion and doing what I normally do with my Instagram stories. I usually pre-record videos and then upload them after doing a little light editing. Whenever I post, I always make sure to place my hashtags inside of the story itself. If you don't know how to do this, it's actually really simple. When you're creating a story, you can use the text function to write captions or hashtags. Hashtags are, as you know, basically keywords or tags that allow your post to be discovered on Instagram. On Instagram, they help with the internal SEO, the search engine optimization, if you will, inside of the platform. Instagram and other users will use those tags to find your content more easily. So you want to have them there, but you don't always want them to be so obvious or obnoxious, especially in a story. You don't want to use 1,000 hashtags that someone has to read through in 15 seconds in addition to whatever it is that your actual story or post is featuring. What you can do instead is present the hashtags without making it obvious. This is something I do all the time, and I've been doing it for, like I said, about 6 to 7 years. So the option is to hide the hashtags. When you're putting hashtags inside of your story or your reel, you can type out all of your hashtags in a single text box. When you're done, you then want to minimize the text box to as small a size as you can. You can then hide it or bury it underneath like an icon or a sticker. Okay, it might be like a mention. You can just hide it right under there. Or you can do what I do. You can find a solid area in your post and then select the text box, and using the color dropper to change the color of the text, you can make the text the same color as that solid area. You then place the newly camouflaged text, okay, right in that little area after you've minimized it. And so then you have a block of keywords hidden right in your post, okay? And this avoids you inundating your viewer with too much visual noise. I've been doing this for years with success. In fact, the day that I got suspended from Instagram, well, the first time, this is exactly what I did. And I had never had a problem with it before, but apparently it's a problem now. Why? Well, I'll tell you. I have since learned that Instagram does not want you to use more than 10 hashtags inside of a single story or reel. You might know this already. You can use hashtags to your heart's content in a regular post, actually up to 30 hashtags. Anything beyond that, and Instagram will prevent you from even posting in that instance. But what I didn't realize at the time was I was A, using more than 10 hashtags for my reel, and B, Instagram was preventing me from going forward. I didn't realize that because there was an option to press next. So I kept clicking next because I thought it was lead me to the next step. But Instagram apparently was giving me 2 blinks for yes and 1 blink for no, because there was no way for me to know otherwise that I was doing something wrong. Okay, next was the only option that was provided, so I just kept hitting it. So I guess I hit next one too many times, because then I got the notification that on September the date, whatever day it was, that my account was suspended. Just like that. The pop-up notification also said something to the effect of, my account may not have been following community guidelines, and if they can't confirm my account, that it might be permanently disabled. Lastly, they let me know that the account would not be visible and that I'm basically just not able to use it. So thankfully, you do have the option to disagree with this decision within 30 days of the suspension, which is, I guess, why they give you the date. I disagree with the decision right away, of course, because I wanted to get back to using my account. They then sent me through several prompts to verify my identity, which for me made me wonder if it was due to the age of my account. As I said, Why Amber Inc. has been open for less than a month, but it is also linked to my personal Instagram account that I've had now for a few years. Either way, the prompt told me that it would take 24 to 48 hours to review. This was on a Friday, so I figured that, over the weekend it might take a little bit longer. So I just decided to use the meantime to just do something else. I chose to focus on YouTube instead, actually. So by Monday, I was able to get my account back, which was great. I decided to take it easy and not post anything. Okay, I wanted to sort of just let the account settle in for a day. So by Tuesday, I'm jumping back on to post something. I'm making a reel. I try to submit it, and you guessed it, suspended again. I did the same exact thing that I did before, because although I'm telling you right now in hindsight, I didn't realize it until the second time that the hashtags were probably the entire problem. So it's just been an interesting experience. Oh goodness, I had to go through the whole process again of complying with the verification process. They basically have you write your name and username on a piece of paper with like a provided security code, and then you'll take a selfie of you and the paper and submit the photo to them. So then there's another 24 to 48 hour period. And then, hopefully by the end of this week, I can have my account back. However, in the interim, I have absolutely learned something very valuable, and that is that there are definitely rules on Instagram that you must play by. And these are rules that I didn't even know that I was breaking. In fact, in my research after getting suspended, I have realized that, again, the 10 hashtag limit is not just a mere suggestion. When I was hitting next to get to the next step in publishing my reel, I guess Instagram was kind of giving me the opportunity to correct it. The problem is, Instagram does not tell you that this is what the problem is. If this is such a serious violation, one that can get you suspended and possibly eventually banned, there should be something that notifies you that you have too many hashtags in your post. Like, that seems like such a simple solution to me. You have too many hashtags. Like, it could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. That way, someone would know without getting their account suspended, okay, and risking the progress of their business. I mean, it's not that high of a risk because I do still have other avenues and other platforms where I can promote my business. Still, Instagram is a big, wide avenue, okay? I'm trying to drive all up and down that street, okay? Letting everybody know that there is a new business on the block. You know what I'm saying? Come check me out, okay? So if I can't do that, does that hinder my progress? Absolutely. So it would be nice if they would kind of give you some kind of heads up. It would really be nice. And I'm really not sure why they wouldn't do that. I don't know if they're purposefully trying to allow people to trip themselves up, or that they don't want to be too specific and have the wording backfire on them some way. Even the suspension notification is very non-specific. So it's a little bizarre to me. Definitely let me know in the comments below what your ideas might be as to why Instagram would keep that kind of warning from you. I would love to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, I'm back in Instagram jail, so I'm talking to you from inside the Instagram clink, all right? And I certainly hope that this can help you to avoid the same circumstances. Instagram is a great platform to use to support and promote your business. Just make sure that you're playing by their rules and abiding by their community guidelines. For starters, it's easy to break a rule if you don't know what rules you're breaking. So I'm going to link down below the Instagram community guidelines in the description box. Definitely make sure that you get familiar with those. Like I said, this is something that I've had to learn the hard way, but I'm glad that I could learn it so that I can share it with others. So again, check below in the description box. You'll see a link there for the list of community guidelines for using Instagram. And do be aware that if you take a gamble on bending and breaking the rules of any social media platform, you are rolling the dice on getting permanently deactivated. I do not imagine that as a fun place to be. For me, I believe that they will restore my account. They did it the first time. I believe they'll do it again. But if not, then I'm just going to have to start over. And I don't wish to do that. But hopefully 2 out of 3 ain't bad, because I'm not ever trying to get to a third point of suspension. I don't know what happens after that, and I'm not trying to find out. Again, I hope that this was helpful for you. If so, definitely hit the like button. Make sure you comment down below any questions that you may have, or even your experience that you've had with getting suspended or possibly getting banned entirely from Instagram. We'll discuss the common reasons why Instagram suspends, plus how to avoid getting permanently deactivated in the next video. Definitely drop in your experience so that we can share a cautionary tale with others. You know, I like to say the more we know, the more we grow. And that's cliche and a little corny, but hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber Hush, okay? As we come to learn and understand new information, I feel like it's really important to share that with others. I would never want to see anybody be caught out there doing something that they don't know is wrong. I feel like that is wrong. Even if they're doing something that they might know is wrong, but they think that there's no real consequence for it, I'm not going to stand idly by while I watch you do it. Like, I guess I missed my turn as a hall monitor, okay? But sorry, I can't just watch you do something wrong like there's not going to be any fallout from it. No, my friend, there will be, and let me tell you all about it. So the more we know, the more we grow, and the more that we can share, the more I can share and have you help to share, right, with this community of users. The more, the better. So drop your thoughts down in the comment box below. Make sure that you are following. Subscribe to this page, my friends. Subscribe to this page. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you can find out when we are sharing more information just like this, as well as others. So thanks so much for joining me again. I really, definitely, very much, totally, superbly appreciate your presence here. And I hope that you've learned something today. I'll catch you next time. Not in the next couple of days on Instagram, but I'll catch you here in the next video. All right, y'all be blessed and be well. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.